Set an intention for yourself now. I've had some requests to work on our neck and our spine to so that we can have something to resort to on a daily basis when there isn't a class or when we can't make it to class. That we can just do 10 or 15 minutes of a neck warm up or a neck stretch to get the spine moving. But first, we will start moving the spine. You can just start moving forward and back. You don't have to flex it, but just move. Inhale forward and exhale back. Hands on the knees. Just rock forward and back along your sits bones. The pelvis cradling the spine. Just a very soft, gentle rock. Trying to maintain and have that length. Very gentle awakening. Now let's start to create some flexion, but just in the low part of the spine. You keep going forward and back, but you're just moving the lower triangle area below the navel, keeping the rest of the spine as long and tall as it can be. So we're isolating the three parts of the spine and working them each separately. Try and exhale completely as you round, and inhale same way completely as you extend open. And start to move into the mid-thoracic spine now. 12 vertebrae in this section. So you're keeping, this is the harder part to work because you're trying to keep the low part of the spine stable and the neck stable and just moving in around the rib cage, above the navel and below the neckline. Natural spine has 3 different curves to it. You might feel more of a shallow breath in this area, even though this is where your lungs are protected and located. I do anyway. And start to stabilize now the sacral spine and the thoracic spine, and just work the cervical vertebrae, the neck. And close down your eyes so you can get a sensation and a feeling and connect rooted here from the cranial part of the spine all the way down to the sacral connection. These 2 points far away from each other in the spine are so important to be connected and working as a unit and not separate from each other. You're bringing your chin to your chest as you exhale, and you inhale and chin lifts. Now let's start to get the entire spine working all together, flexion and extension. Really strong, energetic breaths here. You can roll forward and back on your sits bones, allowing more space forward and back. A fluidity at work. These are very simple exercises that you can do, whether you're on your bum in an easy pose or you're on your shins, resting the bum on the heels. You're still flexing and extending the spine. Now you can take the hands from the knees, keep working the spine, but exhale, arms out in front, inhale, arms up. Exhale, round, arms in front, inhale up. So we're involving the shoulders now, creating some extra heat. So when we go to stretch the neck and the spine, it's done some work, it's more loose. And the blood cells want to arrive and help to stretch and heal. Exhale and round here. Chin in. Spread the shoulder blades away. Squeeze the belly button in closer to the spine. Then go inside. Now inhale, tall with the arms. The knees wide. Pull the shoulders back. Biceps can really hug the ears. The more you squeeze in, the taller you can get. Spread and stretch. Exhale and relax. And then we'll roll the shoulders. Hands can go into the knees. Roll the shoulders in one direction. Squeeze and pull them up towards the ears and roll them back and carefully drop them down. So we're moving in a circular direction with the shoulders. Recalling as you do pull your shoulders up to your earlobes that you're igniting your brain stem and your intelligence. It's really good for the brain, for spinal fluid. And start to go in the other direction as you drop the shoulders down. Pull them heart open, shoulders back, up, around, and then sort of create a concave. You should feel some heat now in the spine and the muscles. And relax the shoulders down, center the spine. Inhale and just squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. One direction, vertical. And gently relax and drop them down. Big exhale, inhale up and squeeze. And nice exact drop down. Inhale up, one more. Push the hands into the knees. And relax. And bring the hands up to the shoulders, forefingers in front and the thumb behind. Inhale, gently twist to the left. Exhale, bring out to the right. Inhale to the left. Lengthen. Exhale to the right. To the left. And right. Left. Right. Left. Right. We're going to go a little fast to the left. Right. Keep going. Speeding it up. But keep bringing it out. Even though you're speeding it up, you're still trying to get that maximum twist that your spine will allow for you, your speed. Strong breaths through the nose, in and out through the nose. And with that same speed that you began to increase, start to decrease. Great for your abdominals as well, the breath muscles around the ribs. And becoming so slow this time through that you're pausing and you can feel even a further twist. And back into the center. Let's do one more to generate the heat and energy in the low part of the spine. Hands can go to the knees and circle the torso around, awakening the pelvic floor. Circular, spiraling cradling of the spine. Again, close your eyes and just feel your way. Root, connect, recenter, readjust your feet if you need to. Readjusting your breath. In this same direction, start to generate a figure 8 now. So you were going around one way, but then you can keep going in switch directions as you go forward and then come back up and feel that figure 8 motion. Come to sit tall, and we're going to spiral the other way, the opposite way we were going. Continue with these grinds. Hopefully you can remember which way you started going. I was going to the left first, and I'm going to the right first. Just the circle right now. Or oval shape, depending where the spine's moving. And start, before you go into that figure 8 pattern, start to visualize it. And as you visualize it, your body, your torso will automatically want to start doing it. It's good for your brain power too. It's be directing the body, the torso through in this funny pattern. And come back up into center here. Now let's stretch out our neck. So sweep the right arm up and over top of the head and cup onto the left ear. And then start to very gently pull the ear away from the shoulder. You can always walk the hand a little further, bringing the bicep closer to the ear. Very carefully allow the left side to open. You should feel a pull along your neck muscles into your shoulder blade. And a little trick I learned is to take your 2 or 3 fingers or your knuckle to the right side of your chin, just below towards the bottom of the right side of the chin, and gently push up. This is only good if you know that you need that extra little bit of a stretch. You're pushing the chin up towards where your nose would generally be, and you're looking up, trying to stay tall in the lower parts of the spine. And let go of the hand and very slowly allow for your neck to come up. And then start to create circles in the neck. Just go halfway, so just go right ear to right shoulder, and then back through center, left ear to left shoulder, and right to left. Just gives a chance for the left side to reset. It was a big stretch. I know when I have headaches in that area, in that left side, I have to sometimes almost force myself to stretch it out. But it always works. Releases some tension. And then roll back up into center and drop the left ear to the left shoulder as you bring the left hand around and over top, grabbing onto the earlobe. You can almost cup the palm of the hand right over top of the ear. And have the elbow over top of the top of the head. Well, that's the goal anyway. And then maybe if you want to carefully push the chin up a little further. Coming from the left side of the chin, very close to the base of the chin though. You should feel almost an instant depth of stretch from the center of your shoulder up through and underneath towards the back of the ear. And let go of the fingers first of the right hand, and then carefully lift the head back up to center. And we'll roll the neck to the right ear, right shoulder, drop the chin down, and then left ear, left shoulder. You should feel a natural stretch as you do roll right to left. Try and keep your heart open to receive the information of the loving kindness you're giving yourself. Only going so far as your edge allows, and meeting it with that compassion, that tenderness, that kind self-care you deserve. Our entire practice is always information, our body and our mind receiving information. Our mind making connections with our body. Roll back up to center here. Let's spread the arms nice and wide, expand. As you exhale, right hand underneath left, wrap around, give yourself a hug, massage your shoulder blades as far back as you can go with your fingers. Dig into your shoulder blades. Now release those hands, wrap up into eagle arms. This is another great one for stretching your mid-spine, right? Got my shoulders to my elbows as parallel as I can, and from the elbows to the fingers as vertical as I can. I keep igniting the connection in my sits bones and igniting the connection from my fingers to the universe. I create a very, very powerful stretch in between the shoulder blades for the rhomboids. Often we've got a lot of tension back there, especially if we're sitting at our desks, or we have a tendency to slouch. Let's inhale and twist to the left with this eagle breath. Exhale through the center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale back to center. Center your spine and fold down here through the center. As far as you feel like you can go, you need to wiggle your bum back a little bit to support the forward folding. Keep those eagle arms. You might be able to get so far as resting the forearms on the mat. Should feel also a stretch in your IT band. Engage your belly, your navel. Inhale and lift back up and unwind and open and spread. Open your heart and your throat. Bring your shoulder blades together. Exhale, left elbow underneath the right. Wrap around and hug in and massage. And then unwind and wrap up here. Pull and stretch away. Find the length you need. We'll go to the right first. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. And inhale to the left. Exhale to center, I should say. Inhale right. Exhale, center, inhale left. And exhale back to center. Sit taller, align, and forward fold. I think you might even now be able to wiggle your bum even further away. Pull your chin in, make space for your chin between your crossed biceps. Feel a lengthening in your neck, contraction, pulling, extending your spine, especially your neck, and probably your low back too. Inhale, expand your lungs, and rise back up. And exhale and release, unwind and open, and inhale again. Exhale, hands can come down. Interlace at the low back, open up your heart. That was a lot of closedness with the hands crossed. And exhale and hinge forward, hands to the sky, seated yoga mudra. Inhale, sit up, keep the hands connected. Exhale, forward. Forehead to the earth if you can. Inhale, back up, squeeze the glutes as you lift up. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. Use the hands as a type of lever. Exhale down. And up. And down. And last one. If you'd like to let go of the hands and take them to the knees, spreading the elbows wide. You'll get a shoulder stretch here from the inside of the shoulders, the pectorals. Pushing into the knees, rise back up here. Uncross your feet and come onto your hands and knees. Lower down immediately into a child's pose. Let your spine round. So you can have more of a rounded spine if your knees are closer together, if that works for you. Come back up onto all fours. Walk the hands off of the left side of the mat and then lower back down into a side lunge. Different way to enter. Push off of the heels, rise back up. Walk the hands through center over to the right side off of the mat and then lower back down. Inhale back up, come to center. Push off of the mat with the hands, lift up onto the knees, arms high. Exhale, lower down, child's pose. And start to get a little flow. Inhale, push off, the shins rise up, arms extend, and exhale, lower back down. Inhale up. You can squeeze the glutes, the abs, extend the arms, and exhale back to the mat. Inhale up and exhale down and keep going. Make sure you're isolating and using the power of your core. Good for your back and staying in alignment, the spine being cradled by the pelvis. Can you fill up with lots of prana? The only thing that's connected to the earth is the tops of your feet and your shins and your knees, and only your hands there as they come down, or your forehead. The rest of the body is floating through space. Inhale, tall, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, back down onto all fours. And let's lift up into downward facing dog. So in our down dog, while we make these brief connections, walking the feet, you can actually start to walk the hands as well. So you're kind of like a dog here. You're not just walking your feet, you're lifting your feet and you're lifting your hands.
And really move your hips here as you do this. You can also involve the knees and the elbows. You can walk forward and back on your mat. But especially feel the movement in your hips. And take off the foot, take off the hand from the mat. And come back to center yourself. And lift the hips a bit higher. They should want to go higher. You were working your hips there. Got some lactic acid moving, I know that. Now we're going to inhale to a high plank. Very slowly lower, find the knees first to the mat, and then the chest and heart. Lift just to a cobra. So you've got the navel connected, the elbows bent. Engage the mid part of the spine into the low back. Squeeze those bumps. Inhale long, a little bit longer. And exhale, press back from the knees back to down dog. And just walk slightly your heels so the hips shift left to right. So just lifting a little bit off of the heels. Not the whole foot, not right onto the ball. Just a little inch of the heel off the mat. And come back to the center. Going to come again, roll the spine, wave it to a high plank, then drop the knees, keep the bum lifted, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Rise back up to that cobra, elbows are bent, plugged in, navel's connected. You can peel the head up and open if it works for you. Inhale longer, exhale, press back to down dog. One more time, inhale through, exhale lower, arrive up to just cobra. Exhale back to a child's pose. I think everyone knows the next little part we'll do. We're going to flow from child's pose to a hanging cobra. So inhale up to all fours, round the spine, exhale, dip down. As you dip down, the feet lift, the knees stay bent, and the heels come up towards the bum. And then you exhale back to child's pose. And you can move very slowly through this. Or you can move very quickly through this. Really involve yourself. Imagine you're a wave in the ocean, crashing onto shore and then returning out to sea when you come to child's pose. So you want all three parts of the spine working with you. So you lift and dive, and up and return. 3 more at your pace. And find your way back to child's pose after you've done your 3. Nice. And come back up. Lift back to down dog. And again, just slightly lifting the heels so that the tailbone wags left to right. And pause in center here. Walk the hands into center. Take the left hand to the right ankle and stretch that left arm. Return the left hand. Take the right hand to the left ankle. Look under the left shoulder. And return the right hand. We're going to practice a little bit of balance, but I'll give your wrists a break and you can walk your feet up to your hands first and forward fold. Let go of your hands and just shake them out. Shake your wrist out. Roll your wrists. Stay in your forward fold though. Drop your head a little bit more. Rotate left to right in the hip. Just keep rotating the wrist. You're also turning the hips right to left, the torso. And then come back to center. Relax your hands back to the mat. Step the feet back to down dog. And we're going to lift the left leg up into the air. And from here, very carefully, take the right hand off the mat and start to walk that right hand back towards the right foot. So you notice, as soon as you lift that right hand, your balance goes wonky, right? The goal is to get the right hand up along the right side of the body, all the way to the right hip. Just practice. And return right hand, return left foot, walk it out. Walk the feet all the way back to the hands. Let go of those wrists again, shake them out. This time we're going to relax, so let the hands go and inhale to half. And exhale. Inhale, rise to stand here. Give that spine a break. I'm going to move my camera. Just stand tall in Dandasana for a moment. There we go. Arms reach. Exhale back to the heart. Elbows nice and wide. Roll the shoulders back. Open your heart. Make sure your feet are hips distance, flat and connected to the mat. Inhale, tall. Slight back bend here. Exhale back to heart center. Continue on down forward fold. Lengthen half. Exhale, hands plant. Step or walk back to down dog. And then we'll do the same thing. So let's lift the right leg up long. And as you feel ready, let the left hand go. And very carefully, if you have to walk the left hand back, or just even enough for you to pick it up a little bit, but see if you can make your way with the left hand all the way up towards your left hip. Finding that balance. And return left hand. Return the right foot. Walk it out. Let's do a vinyasa here. Inhale, wave the spine forward. Exhale. Drop down, full upward facing dog. Lift the heart, extend. Down dog. Use the breath for exhale back. Step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half. Exhale. Rise up. Hands high. Exhale. Elbows wide. Roll the shoulders back. Open your heart. Feel the groundedness in your feet. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale. Baby back bend. Exhale. Fold. Lengthen. Step back to down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Step the right foot through warrior two. Spiral up from that right knee, right ankle. Open those hips. And walk your right foot a little bit further. And a little wrist through in the right knee. Oh. One more big tall breath. And let's go back down to the mat. And downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Warrior two. Lift up. Check in with your back foot if it's parallel. You pull your navel forward a little bit more and Draw taller in your spine. We'll circle back down, around, connect. Step back, down dog. Inhale, flow through. Lower down. Rise up. Exhale, dog. Do the same, warrior two again. Inhale, right. Exhale, step up. Open up. Fan up. From warrior two this time, we bring the arms above the head. Extend the right leg tall. Make sure that our hips and torso are side facing, finding our way down to triangle. Bend the left hip towards the back of the mat. Maybe you need that block right close to your right leg. Maybe you're catching on to your big toe. And we're going to rotate down, left hand to the mat or to the block, and pull the right arm open, revolving the triangle. Exhale, return, unwind that right hand. Bring the hands to the mat, close the left foot so that both feet are tracking forward, and find your pyramid. Exhale, nose to knee. If you'd like to either bring the hands to prayer, elbows wide, or maybe even wrap the hands around that right leg as if you're giving yourself a hug, that will challenge your balance. Either way, you want even weight in both feet as much as you can. Let go of the hands, anchor, sweep the right leg up high into the air. Open, stack your hips. And return the right foot to the mat. Walk it out, walk out your dog. And bring the left leg up, extend. Exhale, step up. Warrior two, spiral up. Inhale the arms, left leg extends long. Exhale, shift the right hip towards the back of the mat and dip down, left hand finding the shin or the block or the toes. Always easier to relax into the triangle if you have that block nearby. And return left hand either to the block, the floor. Inhale the right hand to the block, the left arm. Inhale, rotate up. And exhale the left hand to the mat. Close the right foot, tracking forward. Forward fold into pyramid. Nose to knee first. Then either you can lift the torso up, finding this prayer, or wrap the hands around the back of the hamstring, giving yourself a hug. Checking in where your connection is with your feet, your balance, your foundation. And release the hands. Swing the left leg up into the air. Open the hips. Stretch the ribs, the obliques. And return the left hand foot and walk the feet up to the hands. Forward fold. Hang the head. Lift and lengthen half. Exhale. Feel your way to stand tall. Exhale, hands to the heart, bend the knees, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Lengthen that spine halfway. Step back to down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step up, warrior one. Nice and simple rise.
Work the legs a little bit more. See if you can go a little deeper. Spent a lot of time on the spine today. It should feel strong. You should feel a nice stretch through your left psoas, inner thigh. Just hold. Inhale, long in the arms. Exhale, squeeze, pull down on that bar, elbows wide. Inhale back up. And return back to the mat. Step that right leg back, down dog. Flow through vinyasa here. Drop to the mat. Rise up. Exhale, dog. Left leg up. Left leg, warrior one. Inhale up. Aligned. Find that stretch in the back right leg. Long in the arms. Exhale, squeeze. Elbows wide. Breathe it all out. And big inhale, long again. And exhale, back to the mat. Left leg steps back, dog. This time as we roll through, we're going to stay low on the mat. Inhale forward. Exhale, lower, drop down. And stay here. Keep your hands around behind. Interlace them at the low back. Pull the knuckles down towards the toes. As you pull down, your chest lifts up. Keep the chin in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up here. And lift the right foot as you lift the torso up. Exhale, lower. And switch. Inhale, pull the left foot up off the mat. Exhale, lower. Now bring both legs up. And exhale back down. Hands can come near the shoulders. Inhale and press back to child's pose. Nice rounding of the spine as you go. Counter the flexion. Extend the spine in child's pose. Child's pose is great for relaxation, restoration. Coming to a very solid rock-like connection to the earth. Brings you to a state of calm, present, focused awareness. Can actually help put you to sleep at night because your body is relaxed and it's safe. We're going to come up into all fours. We lift the right foot up into the air, flex the spine. And then we exhale and step that right foot up. So you got a 90 and 90-degree angle here. You can bring the right hand to the knee. You can look behind you and lift that left foot up and see if you can catch on to the left toes or the left ankle. Funny, little bit of a funny balance. And let go. Take the left hand down, reside the right foot, and open the right arm into the air. Simple twist in the spine, making sure your right knee doesn't open up. Keep it above the right ankle. And return right hand back, right foot back. Just swivel through the hip. And pause in center and left foot up to the sky. Flex the spine, look up. And exhale, step that left foot up. Make sure the knees are square. Lift the torso up, left hand to the left knee. Look behind you with the right. Lift the right toes. Try and catch on. You can always roll your mat up, like double up your mat if it's hard on your knee.
I have about 3 mats underneath me, actually. Look over that right shoulder. Let go. Carefully release the right foot. Return the right hand and pull the left arm to the sky. And left hand comes back to the mat. Left foot steps back, circle around in your hips. And pausing here. One cow. Lift the head, lift the tailbone up. You want to go onto your knuckles so that you can have longer arms so you can feel more of your back. And exhale and round slowly through to cat. Same thing, if you want to stay on your knuckles or go onto your knuckles, you have longer arms, you can have more of an arch. And relax the spine back to neutral. Cross the feet. Come back onto center of your mat and lower down onto your spine. All the way to the back. Inhale the legs up to the sky. Reach for your big toe with your peace fingers and open up those legs. Long as the legs can possibly tolerate. Flatten the spine as much as you can into the mat. Just staying here, pulling the toes towards the ears. Just feel the length being created in the legs, in the hips, in the arms. The bend of the knees can be bent if it helps. The more flexed and fanned your toes are, the pinky toe reaching for the knee, outside of the knee. Inhale, lift the legs up to the sky. Exhale, release the hands, take them to the small of the back. Lower the legs down, very controlled, to the mat. As the legs lower down, you push into the elbows and you begin to sit the torso up. And then the elbows walk back and you find your fish pose. As the elbows walk back, the skin of the bum goes away from the fingers and you've got a nice big stretched space between the tailbone and the shoulder blades. And then as you're ready, draw the navel up, drop the head, and come into fish. Relax the head on the shoulders. Try and find a natural flow of breath here. Feel the space, the beach ball between your spine and the mat. And begin to engage the belly. Lift the head. Walk the elbows away to make space for the spine to lower. Lift the legs back up to the sky. Reach the big toes, hand, big peace fingers to the big toe again. Open the legs wide again. If that doesn't work for you, find a happy baby. Your choice. Whatever you're doing, just make sure you have a spinal integration in your mat. Now draw the legs back together long again. Bring the hands underneath the bum and lower the legs back down to the floor.
As you do so, the head lifts up again. You push into the elbows and you lift the torso up. And then you walk the hands away. The fingers are pointing towards your bum, but you've got about a foot space between the palm and the seat. The elbows bend. You lower your back onto a 45 and you drop your head. This is called mongoose. Any amount of navel lifting is possible, but just try and maintain a spinal 45-degree angle with the elbows bent out and away, fingers pointing towards the bum. Long, strong legs. Stabilizing breath that's smooth. Press through the palms of the hand, lift the head back up. Lower yourself back down onto your mat, lift the legs to the sky again, catch on either happy baby or nice wide feet, your choice. Maybe egg beater the legs if you're in happy baby. Give the hips some love and lubrication. For it. We're going to do one more of that type. We're going to come into a reverse plank. So lift the legs up high to the sky again. Hands to the low back. Lower the legs back down. Lift the torso up as you arrive and the legs go down. Same position as mongoose, but the arms stay long this time. The heels are grounded and firm into the mat, and you just lift the pelvis up into the air. Ease the low back, use the legs. Really fire up. You've got a meridian there from your heel. Imagine a line of energy from the heel inside to the center perineum, and then also a line into the back. Crosses over. There's lots of crisscross energy happening in your hips. You're shaking. Take one more big breath in and lower back down onto the mat. Spine lowers slowly. All the way back down. Draw the knees into your chest this time. Hands around the shins. Just massage your spine right to left. Or head to tailbone. Or both. And we'll do one last relaxing spinal twist. Arms wide. Shins parallel. Drop the knees to the right. Just a very simple supine twist. It's helpful to you to extend the top leg and reach with the right hand. And let go. Inhale, hips, knees back up to center. Exhale to the right, stacking the knees and the shins as much as you can, aligning them up. Maybe let that right leg, that right top leg go long. Catch on with the big left hand. And let go and come back into center here. And lower down to the mat. If you have a blanket close by, you have bolsters that you like to prop yourself up with, I would encourage you to find the blanket. It is a dreary, drizzly, damp, cold Saturday, and you want to feel as connected and safe and calm as you can. And I'd like to read you something from this book called Prayers of Honoring. She writes poetry based on the seasons and seeing, even though it's not quite winter yet, we're still in autumn. So this is a reading from the autumn section, and it's called Honoring Wisdom. And you can impart knowledge on people, but it is your own personal wisdom that you carry with you. And wisdom is caught, knowledge is taught. We're so grateful for our precious lives, mysterious forces of enlightenment. Your sage direction is channeling clearly. We are listening. Open us even more. Bow us down to the bewildering magic of all that is. We are hungry to rise above fear and feel the gifts of our suffering with wide open hearts. We are ready to sharpen and soften all at once. We are ready to be like the old ones from the dreams we are trying to recall. Please help us to hold ourselves in high integrity so that we can shed all that keeps us from experiencing intimacy with you and with our loved ones. We know that it is through deep compassion, respect, and love that we become wise. We understand that it is love, not knowledge, which begets intelligence. Help us to grasp that we must do this for ourselves before we can truly love others and the world. Guide us to hear with the echolocation of Bat, to comprehend the resonant truth, leaving no room for doubt about the next right task. Increase our abilities to perceive authentically. Let us do this during dark times, the winter times of our lives. Grow us and evolve us, like the ancient creatures who have come from Mother Earth's saltwater wombs. Put us back in touch with our sweat and our tears and the embryonic fluids, waters of life. Receive our weepings as an offering to you. Show us how to use what we've got to get to where we're going. Remind us that it's all within us right now. Help us pull through the eye of the impossible needle and be victorious in our flexibility. Humble us now more than ever. Lead us toward our deepest healing and elevated understanding so we can climb the mountain of our highest potential. Allow us to be bold in our expression of love for everyone around us, taking away all hesitancy and resistance in order to become who we've always been. So at this time, honor the wisdom in you. Honor your connection to the forces at work within and around you. Honor your connection of love to others, love for yourself, for your practice, for the wisdom that it imparts into you. You're welcome to begin moving and redefining your path today. Making the right decisions for you, for others. Moving as your body needs it to realign and readjust to the day ahead. As you're ready, come up and sit easy. Just take a very simple lotus mudra. Just have the heels of the hands connected together and the fingers can be spread lightly. The lotus flower grows in the mud, comes from that rooted divinity in the earth, sprouting a beautiful flower similar to that water lily that grows in the muck, grows in the creeks. But they're so beautiful when they expand their petals, seeming to come from nowhere and just shining their radiance. You can put the hands together into prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. So namaste. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.